Hi, my name is Tom Demuynck. I'm a founder of Demuynck, which focuses on helping businesses digitalize and automate their business processes. And today I'm here to talk about the business of the digitalization trajectory with Silblocks, which has been going on for about a year. Now, since about a year or two, Silblocks has started as a make-to-order company of pre-engineered silos. And the vision of Silblocks is to create bulk storage solutions that are focused on modular and a circular economy in the form of reusable components. This, embodied by a strong focus on continuous improvement and manufacturing excellence, and is motivated by the ease of doing business, allowing customers to simply order and configure their silos online. Silblocks is part of a bigger group of the Demuynck group, and the group is still family held by the two brothers, Frankie and Andy. Andy van Parijs is responsible for SCE, where Frankie is responsible for the Silblocks group. And both are on the same mission to create responsible growth of bulk storage and contributing to a future where less waste is made due to inferior storage. With offices in Asia and a manufacturing site in Germany, we like to aim to target all around the world. Where SE focuses mainly on big projects, full-scope projects, engineering projects where they want to unburden their clients from start to finish, Silblocks focuses mostly on make-to-order. So technical customers who have an application that have a need for a bulk storage solution, where they can quickly make the application around it, and they can engineer the application around it, but do not want to put effort into the creation of bulk storage solutions, as well as a big focus on the manufacturing and the manufacturing excellence of that. The Demuynck group in total has about a revenue of 40 million euros, has about 25 projects worldwide or more than every year. With an experience of more than 30 years, they process about 3 million kilograms of steel every year. And that is in an ambition to create all bulk storage globally. The vision of Silblocks is to create a modular and reusable system that contributes to circular economy. And we like to think that we help the world in an effort in a better way towards one of the Sustainable Development Goals of the UN 75, and especially the 12th one, which is the responsible production and consumption of food. Because about 1/3 of the whole food globally gets spoiled, gets wasted, which is about 1 billion tons of food, which means about $1 trillion that goes to waste every year due to bad transportation, bad harvesting practices, bad transport, and so on. And as a vision, the Demuynck Group, SE, and Silblocks believe that we can help create a sustainable lifestyle with a better storage solution. How does this storage solution look like? This can happen with an efficient storage solution, which is our product. The product is a square modular self-supporting storage solution in the form of silos, which are made of stackable panels. And these stackable panels can be either smooth walls, where we can have difficult flowing products. Think of them as flour, feed. And we have as well the corrugated walls, which are more suited for easy flowing products, be it coffee, be it rice. The stackability of these panels allow for an efficient transport. As we have panels that are only 1 meter in height, 5 meters in length, they can even fit through a door. So it's a very efficient transporting solution. The modularity allows for easy assembling, such as a Lego kit or a IKEA closet. You can create these buildings, or you can build these silos very easily. One, if not the most important part, is a hopper. The hopper we have in two flavors. We have a square hopper, and we have a circular hopper. And circular hopper is based on a patented technology by Silblocks that allows the flow of the material to go evenly. And that means that you create a sort of FIFO, a sort a first in, first out buffer, and creates an even flow of your silos. Now, the digitalization trajectory that we had by Silblocks was envisioned a year ago to create a high-tech production site, as well as an innovative sales solution. So we did the digitalization on three aspects. One, sales, production, but also after sales. And the first aspect we took was the sales digitalization. We have a slogan, the ease of doing business. And this we embodied by creating a solution where you can easily configure and order your silos online.
Hello, we are Silblocks, your partner in making silos for bulk storage all over the world. As part of the Briam Group, we have more than 30 years of experience behind us in accelerating the world's transition to responsible and innovative bulk storage. That experience has taught us that it's not easy to find silos that meet your storage needs. To ease this search, our team invented a renewed modular approach. From now on, you can design your own silo online using our 3D configurator. Moreover, you can follow the entire production process closely. We carefully pack your silo, after which you can come and collect it, or have it delivered to the location of your choice. All you need to do is assemble it, which is easy using our comprehensive manual. Need some help? We will be there. Is your business growing? Thanks to the modular design, your silo simply grows with you. All you need to do is order the extra components or recycle your current ones for a new project. It's good for the circular economy and just the sort of innovation you're crying out for.
As you see, silos has never been easier as now. If you go to our website, silblocks.com, you can go and configure your own silo. Here you can add all the characteristics you need, such as the type of product that goes into, the type of finish, the size. And you can create silo per silo to create a full silo block. Once you've completed your silo block, you can go to the next step, and we'll create a 3D rendering of your silo. Once you've made an account, you can also download that 3D file, and you can add it into your design project, be it in your CAD software, in your BIM software, and you can engineer your solution around that silo, which makes for a quick iteration and a quick design process if you need any bulk storage. Now, the application itself, the configurator, the front end was made by a website designer, but the backend was a custom-made backend. We used the .NET design, which we placed in a container on an Azure cloud platform. The container allowed us to be agnostic of which cloud vendor we needed, and that communicated with Autodesk Forge. Autodesk Forge is Autodesk's solution to cloud engineering. We made a custom application that can go to the cloud, compute all the details needed for your silo, and then show it down, and you can download it. But it doesn't stop there. We use the same cloud technology stack to go, once your order is completed, to do all our engineering drawings and all our production drawings. So production is directly ready when you place your order. And that brings us to the second part of a digitalization, as a production. Since about a year and a half, when Silblocks started, it paired with the full overhaul of our production site. Our production site had a natural growth, and it meant we had a lot of chaos going on, a lot of moving around. And with the start of Silblocks, we created a whole new layout, which created much more flow. And so we had a very circular flow. We started with incoming goods, where all the products are placed, so operators don't need to search for them, and they are in the correct order, so they can directly start with it. Next part is our welding area, and followed up by our painting line, all in a similar flow to make it much easier. The start of the digitalization of the production layout came with the purchase of 3 new close welding robots, each with two robots per cell. This allowed us to have one robot to test all our applications around, all our improvements, better ways of working, better programming, without interrupting any of the other robots so that our production continues. Once the adjustments are made on one robot, we can quickly copy them over to the other robot cells. We can quickly iterate on those. We also created a setup where we can easily change the layout of our panels. If you have larger panels, we can quickly adapt to them and change our robot layouts. And when we looked at our painting line, as it was recently bought in 2018, we only did a minor investment there, and we elongated the end part where we looked for our operators to have a longer cool down of the panels or the elements to take off, thus guaranteeing always the safety of those operators. Now, in our digitalization trajectory, the first thing we needed was data. A lot of data, but more importantly, relevant data. So we placed sensors all around the factory, be it pressure sensors to know when welding gas is running out, be it flow sensors to know how much consumption we have, temperature sensors, RFID tags to know what products are where. Once we added all those sensors in it, we needed an interface for all of those data points. So we standardized on OPC UA. In most cases that worked. We did it for the sensors. Some of the older lines also had Modbus. The easiest part was for closed welding robots. They had an inherent OPC UA interface, which allowed us to read and write easily our parameters to the welding robots. As well as having a REST API, allowed us to have all the historical data available at our fingertips. The Seagate, the layer on top of those robots, made it easy to visualize all that data to a supervisor. We also did some custom dashboards, so we can see the status of a robot in a blink of an eye. We can also see gas consumption, which triggers emails to the certain persons needed, and as well see some of our painting line data. All that historical data allowed us to have a historical view over it and allows us to have some business insights. So we can see OE over time. We can also see what are the greatest mistakes happening, the greatest errors happening, and have a Pareto analysis to see where we can improve, still flowing for a continuous improvement cycle. Now, we had all our data points ready, we had all our historic data. Now we were looking into managing the whole of our production cycle. A lot of time went to the production steering, to the directing of the peoples. So we looked into a manufacturing execution system which can automate most of that production steering. It's important for us that this manufacturing execution system, or this MES interface, multilingual, because we are in a multinational company. We have a lot of different nationalities, so we needed those instructions, standard operating procedures, and so on, in the native language, so that they are much easier or much better understood. It was important for us as well that the data we collected and the data we had was enriched by the MES layer, be it by time or other aspects, so they can produce some KPIs from that, be it OEE, be it throughput time, and as well this to feed a continuous feedback loop back to our calculation to have a better product or to better product calculation, and as well to our production to have a continuous improvement and strive towards manufacturing excellence. It was important for us that the MES interface could also talk to all our machines, and that's why we standardized on OPC UA, because it's much easier to have one interface to connect with, so that we can send our parameters from the master data straight into our machines. This allows us to have more business insights and to still continually strive towards a better production. Now, when we started it, we used an ERP system, but the system was rather underused. So we looked critically at our ERP system, and we added a lot of ERP or a lot of detailed layers to it. We wanted to create more detail, but without more work towards the people who are working with the ERP system. So we automated a lot of aspects of that ERP system, such as statuses, imports, and production data to it. Here, we added a planning tool on it. As planning, we know, is very difficult, we needed a tool to have a high-level overview of all the projects, but also an in-depth planning of a sequencing. This, linked to our MES system, gave us a real-time feedback loop. So we had production data to planning data, back to the ERP data, so they can have a high-level overview of our production data, know what is the work in progress, and know how are the next steps, or what are the next steps that we need to make. The planning tool allowed us also to have a strong overview of our stock flows, and also when we need stock. This allows us to have a closer relationship with our supplier, to have smaller stock movements, so that we can reduce our stock and go to a more just-in-time principle. Now, on a third aspect, or in a bigger aspect, we are looking at expanding Silblock's workflows. We're looking to expand in the United States. We're looking to expand in Asia, but we want to keep the Lichtervelde site, the Belgium site, and this innovation hub for all technologies. So we're looking at the Belgium site to keep on innovating, to keep working on the newest working methods, new technologies, implement those in Belgium, and then roll those out to the United States and to Asia. Now, on a third focus on our digitalization project, after sales, we wanted to help the customer as well. Once your order is done, it's been produced, it goes to you, you need to make it, you need to build it. So we want to help the customer by offering digital instructions. We want to make a kind of digital twin where you can work your way up with your building. This will act as an interface which has all the data, be it production data, be it certificates, be it notes from sales, into one interface, and then you can discuss with all the stakeholders around the same data points on what is needed, what is happening, where do you need help, and this all in the same interface on the same data. Now, we had a lot of aspects, and these are still work in progress, but what are for us the next big steps, or what is the future to come for Silblocks? With all our interfaces, an MES system, a lot of data available, we're looking to create more business insights, to understand more how our production works, and keep on striving towards the manufacturing excellence to create a production hall that is as fluent and as fast as possible. Once our production flow is really steadily going on, it allows us more time. It allows us more time to have innovation on either our product, but also on our production. Our expansion in Asia, United States is coming up. We want to grow and support those as well with our in-house knowledge. And as well, keep on expanding in Belgium. We still have a lot of open positions, and we want to expand there further on. And last but not least, we want to create a better and a brighter future, and we believe that bulk storage solutions of the Brime Group helps in that part. Thank you.